Coffee makers, although not so favored tonight because, as we mentioned earlier, they will be going it without an import again as they did against NCC in their last outing. Let's take a look at the initial lineup, shall we, Wonky?
Yes, thank you, Joe. Great taste. Pearson, King, Brown, Victorino, and Loizaga starting out. So this is one of the very few times that Coach Baby Dalupan starts out with Manny Victorino and Abe King together, Joe. The reason for that is they don't have their import Wally Rank playing anymore, and their other import, the new one, is arriving tomorrow. So he wants to try to put up a strong rebounding partnership there with Abe King and Victorino, Joe. So Rowe, we'll see his credentials. Well, he just played in tonight's game. We haven't seen him at all, Joe. Let's see how strong he is off the boards, and it's Abe King on him.
All right, Abe King has been sent to Lester Rowe. Well, this early, you can tell the guy is an inside operator. He keeps jockeying to get inside the paint, but they lost it on an error. Turnover for the Great Taste Coffee makers. Leo Austria quarterbacking for the blue shirts of Freddie Webb is hounding Ricky Brown. Ricky pulls up. It rims out, and Lester Rowe is right there in the thick of the battle for the rebound.
Ray Lazaro is seeing action after a long time, Joe. And Austria is the only rookie in this shell team. Fabiosa is resting on the bench. So Freddie Webb is starting with a strong team. And Rowe showing us some good inside moves, huh?
You know, Lester Rowe is giving away about an inch or even an inch and a half to Manny Victorino, but he manages to get the inside track on that rebound. It's 2-all. 1 minute and 3 seconds gone by the first quarter. Manny Victorino confronted by Philip Cesar. Here's Abe King working off Bogs Arenado. He's looking for Chito Loizaga. Ricky Brown. Austria on his tail. Puts up the shot on the fly. Great. 2-point lead for Great Taste. 1 minute and 20 gone by. First quarter. Crowd of about 3,000 here at the Ultra, but don't worry. That crowd will definitely swell as the big game approaches, and you've already seen that in the live telecast. Corner shot by Bogs Arenado. Too strong. Rowe pulls down the offensive rebound. Watch him escape and get deflected. Look at him pulling down those offensive rebounds. He has a left-handed shot.
Yes, he is a lefty, Joe. And you can see that Great Taste, they're trying to clog that lane. Double team Lester Rowe inside. They don't want him to get his confidence this early in the game. And this is probably the strongest lineup of Baby Dalupan, the starting five now. Brown, Abe King, Loizaga, Pearson, and Victorino.
But they're still laboring under the distinct handicap of working without an import. Foul, Leo Austria, his first personal. Chito Loizaga inbounding from the left sideline. Chito setting up a pick for Ricky Brown, enabling him access to the baseline for the great shot.
That's a good screen given by Chito Loizaga.
4-point lead for the Great Taste Coffee makers. Last time around against NCC, they also started out strong, only to lead to fizzle out, especially in the second half. Frontal assault on the basket by Ray Lazaro. Welcome back, Ray.
And that's what Shell has been missing, really, the inside game of Ray Lazaro. Especially when they had the import Carter with playing for them, Joe. They had nobody operating inside. But now with Ray Lazaro and Rowe, maybe Shell will be strong inside. Like, something they did not have these past games.
That's right. In the meantime, a 3-second violation resulted in turnover for the Buckbusters. They're now on their side of the floor. And look at Rowe at work with that left-handed shot. He looks like a tireless worker. And look at him hustling for the loose leather along with Ricky Brown. Ricky prevails. Pearson, Loizaga. Nope. Austria in open court pulling down the rebound. And Mr. Ledesma, one of the 3 cops on the beat in this ball game, just blew his whistle. The others are Messrs. De La Cruz and Menardo Felipe.
Yes, that's a 30-second injury timeout for Lester Rowe, Joe. You remember, here's a slow-mo. We'll see Ricky Brown fall on top of Lester Rowe there. And he injured his left shoulder.
Well, this is not what you may call a baptism of fire for Lester Rowe. It's a baptism of blood. That's right. Barely 3 minutes into Philippine basketball, and already he is being treated by Dr. Ben Salud of the PBA. Looks like he sustained a gash in the mouth.
Well, no intention on the part of Rick Brown to harm Lester Rowe. We've got a timeout, Joe. We'll be back.
Pro player. Thank you, Larry. StarTex Unisaddle protects my ankles and gives that extra midfoot support
a great rebounder needs.
it's reinforced for me.
And me.
Hey, Maybe it was made for both of us.
Must be magic. Now that's who this shoe was made for.
The Converse Star Tech with the unique unisaddle design.
Reach for the stars, reach for Converse.
Gaano man kahigpit ang labanan? Pag may Andy player, manalo. Andy Player Special. Habang tumatagal, mas panalo sa lasa.
Andy Player Special!
The winner's whiskey.
9 minutes and 9 seconds left in the first quarter. The score is 6-4. Great Taste favor. Looks like Lester Rowe is all right. We still haven't seen exactly where he was hurt, but I have a feeling he must have lost one of his teeth.
That's right, Joe. The Great Taste bench. They were all looking at the mahogany floor there.
Okay, here's Lester Rowe back with a vengeance. The turnaround is no good. Philip Cesar with the offensive rebound. That's one thing he does extremely well. So we've got the second deadlock in our hands at 6-0. Ricky Brown, as usual, calling the play for the Great Taste Coffee Makers. Unproductive thrust by Manny Victorino. Here's Ray Lazaro. Bogs Renato asking for the pass. Lazaro decides to take it himself. Great position. And the Buckbusters are up for the first time tonight at 8-6. And on the Great Day side of the floor, Leo Austria collects his second personal.
Joe, we've just spotted Dennis Abatuan on the bench, but he's in CV, so that means he won't see action here for Shell tonight.
Well, at halftime, we might have an opportunity to tell them exactly why Dennis is not suited up for the game tonight. King, top of the key, against Lester. Nope. Ricky Brown keeps it alive. Great swipe by Leo Austria.
I think those Bogs had another, Joe. Both of them double-teamed on Ricky Brown, though.
That's right. And here's Ray Lazaro showing as his medium jumper.
You bet. And, you know, before the game, I was talking to him, asking him if he would play tonight. And he said, well, I'm not sure, he says. But he seems to be in perfect condition, Joe.
Oh, yes. Looks none the worse for wear after that long layup. That was a bit of
He's got a
away from the ball action between Pearson and Lazaro. And Lazaro gave Mr. Ledesma the dagger look. Didn't you see any foul there, sir? 10-8 is the count. Here's Ray against Chito Lizaga. Two extremely strong players taking on each other. The pass was much too tall for Lester. And here's Ricky Brown controlling the leather for Great Taste. Pearson with a great assist to Manny Victorino. Third standoff of the game at 7 minutes and 6 seconds left. Two team fouls for Shell. A clean slate for Great Taste. Bogs Arenado, he hasn't been getting many picks or assists from his teammates. He takes it from top of the key and misses. Rebound to Chito Lizaga. Ricky Brown, as usual, hounded by Leo Austria. Lizaga momentarily open. A tad short with a 15-footer. Austria pushes it downtown. Looks like both clubs are determined to run each other to the ground. 10-all is still to count. Manny Victorino, he's going to challenge Lester. And he's going to be called for an offensive foul.
Well, he's got good positioning, Lester Rowe. The thing is, we can't really tell how good a player Lester Rowe is. We'll see that in slow-mo now. He'll cover Manny Victorino very well there. Because he might still have jet lag, Joe. So it's unfair to judge Lester Rowe at this moment.
That's right. The debut of an import is not necessarily a gauge of his actual caliber or his playing prowess. You got to give him 2 or 3 games to really get the feel of Philippine basketball.
And imagine, yes, I was just about to say, he's got to make do. I mean, all the styles of the Filipino players and the other imports, huh?